Song of the day, Keysha Cole. I remember. I didn't even know that was... Yo, I'd name songs over. I didn't even know that was the name of the song. Alexa off. That's what I thought the name of the song was. That's not the name of the song. Morning, Lonnie. Good morning. Definitely not the name of the song. But I said, where were you? So that's Keysha Cole, I remember. Good morning. And I do not own the copyright to this music. Please do not mute. I do not own the copyright to this music. Please do not mute. How y'all doing today? Welcome to Tuesday, second day of the week. I'm going to be brief and quick. Y'all, I need some vitamins. First of all, let me just tell you, I need to go to sleep in the evenings. I don't know what's going on. We all, at certain times, start suffering with insomnia. Good morning, Heavy. And it's taking me other places. Good morning, Samar. And I just don't understand. And so when it comes time for me to, like, get up, I'm sitting there like, get up, sit back down. Shh, crash. Yep, that's me. Excuse me. Happy Tuesday. Cheers. Cheers. Hope you guys got y'all coffee, your tea, orange juice, whatever it is that you're drinking, and toast it up. Toast it up to today. You here today. It's a blessing. Morning, bestie. Bart, dirty love. Hey, she said dirty love. Dirty love. He turned around and looked like. Morning, Miss Mookie. Morning, baby. Morning, y'all. So today's banter is going to be real quick. When I saw this story, I laughed because I said, damn, I wonder. So, today's banter, a woman goes into a gas station and she sees that there's a car that was already parked there pumping gas. However, the owner of the car and the person pumping ain't there. She decides, I'm just going to go ahead and take the pump out that car. Good morning, dude. Good morning, y'all. I'm going to take the pump out that car, put it in my car, and fill up my car because the owner and nobody there. Now, somebody saw her, good morning, Dawn, and they telling her, yo, what you, and she told them, be quiet, like, almost like mind your business. When she finished pumping her gas, she put the pump back into the tank of the car that was sitting there, and she pulls off. What y'all doing? Yeah, good morning. What y'all doing? Me, I'm going to be honest. I'm famous for the lines, roll tape. Roll tape. Let's go back. Anytime that you even on a job, they could always go to the footage. So I want the footage. Who did it? Yeah, good morning, Kia. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Eli. Hope that's what that say, yeah. Look, hope that's what that say, yeah. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Aeon Flux. Morning. That was a good movie, too. So, y'all, what we doing in this situation? Good morning, Mookie Cookie. So, again, and then the people were wondering, there was somebody that was standing there filming her, right? Good morning, TTV. And as they were filming her, right, some people say, why didn't you say something to her? Good morning, Latanya. Good morning, Sago. Good morning, Simply. Crystal. Yeah. So some people was like, why would you not say anything? Why would you just let that rock? Why would you let her take that? The man, I guess that's not his job. Good morning, Brandy. Or Brand. Jesus Christ. Brad. How about let's play Mr. Rogers early. But when I'm not playing Mr. Rogers, I'm just not here. Just not here. Good morning, y'all. Oh, and there is light. Good morning. Good morning, Gemini. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Big Daddy. Good morning, Rusleen. Good morning, Barbara. Morning, Mind Thoughts. Morning, y'all. Morning. Yeah. So Good morning, Golden Girl. So I want to ask you, put that question out to you. Now, let's say I'm going to put you in two positions. You are the person that's standing there watching. Are you going to say something? Morning, Beezus, baby. Morning, morning. Yay, yay. Are you going to say something? You going to just let it rock? It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Are you, heck, might you be the type of person that, good morning, Nurse Susan. Might you be the type of person and be like, yo, let me get some of that. Good morning, R&R. Yeah, you want to say good morning? He says puppy love. Puppy love. I don't know if he's into me picking him up just yet. Let's tap, please. Tap, tap, tap the screens. So again, I'm going to put you in the place of the person that's filming. Let's just say. So now I'm filming. Good morning, Wilma. And I'm in the gas station and I see somebody doing something foul. Good morning, Annie. And the foul thing that they doing is they took the pump out of somebody else's car, put it in their car, and filled up their car while the other person was inside the establishment. What you doing? Is that your business? Look at me. Is that your business? Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, America Queen. Good morning, y'all. Morning, morning. I'm Sunny Day. Welcome to my morning banter. Today's banter is one of those hypothetical situations because let's hope and pray that we don't have to be involved. Let's hope and pray that we don't ever have to be involved. I will say that. A lot of times when you nosy, they be trying to get you to do extra for being nosy. Y'all be careful with that too. A lot of times we try to get into other people's business and don't realize that there's a next level to that. Like when you the witness, you know, after being the witness, there's always something else you got to be for real. And that's another type of witness, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Sips coffee. Good morning, Philly Sunny. Good morning, y'all. Morning, morning. Yeah. So to me, again, I'm going to ask you. You see somebody that pulls up into the gas station that you already in. That person gets out their car and they proceed to see there's a car right there getting gas put in it. They say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take this. Good morning, Ra-Ra. I'm just going to go ahead and take this out and stick it in my gas tank. And I'm going to fill my gas tank with their gas. Ain't nobody here. What they going to do? Good morning, The Wind. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the love. What they going to do? They can't catch you. Thank you for the repost, bestie. Yeah. Now, you the one filming. Are you the one filming so you could tell the next person that come out? Again, that's not your job. Hey, you are not eyewitness news. You witnessed it with your eyes, but that ain't your job. Good morning, Meezy. I'm just being honest. And not to say that nobody would do it for you. I'm just saying, you at a gas station. Most gas stations got cameras. And how I know it is because most of the people nowadays is going to the gas station to do dance routines. So everybody got a camera. Yeah. Everybody got a camera. Good morning, is that Balenciaga? Good morning, TJ. Morning. Thank you again, The Win. Appreciate you. So how does that work? Morning, Dawn. Morning, morning, baby. Yeah. So what we doing? Now, again, let's say you the person that the person stole the gas. How y'all getting that gas back? How you getting your money back? Are we rolling tape? Like I tell y'all, I'm infamous for roll tape. And I want y'all to start getting into that habit too. Sometimes they'll tell you no, and we're not doing that. We wait for the authorities. We got to wait for the supervisor. Whatever it is they got to wait for, I got all the time in the world. Because I'm going to wait. Morning, Army Vet. Morning. Morning, Victor. Yeah. Sir. I'm sorry, y'all. The co-host is on wild today. The co-host is on wild. I don't know if it's going to let me. Can I do that? I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, they doing too much here. They asking me to do too much, and I can't right this moment. Okay, I think I did something. I think I did something, y'all. I just like touching stuff. Shouldn't be touching it with y'all on here, though. Morning, sissy. Morning, morning. Morning, Jim. So, what y'all doing? Like I said, I'm infamous for roll tape. And a lot of times you go places, they're not going to allow you to do that. They're going to wait for the authorities, wait for the supervisor. Good morning, Miss Lady. Good morning, Katie. I'm fine. Good morning, Alfred. Alfredia. As long as you, good morning, Brad, are going to do something about it. Good morning, Elizabeth. I mean, sometimes a person will say if it wasn't that much, it's not a big deal. Nowadays, $5 is a big deal. $10 is a big deal. And you didn't come to the gas station. Hopefully, you didn't come to the gas station with the intention on getting somebody. That's the craziness, too. Most people going to the gas station now, again, for doing dance routines. That's what they're going there for. I appreciate it. Shout out to my cousin Mo, because I think I seen her do it, too. Shout it out. Beezus, it says you watch me for 200 minutes. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, 3 kids. Good morning, good morning. So, I'm going to go back and say, what y'all doing? $1 of my money is a big deal. Okay, Christine said $1 of my money is a big deal. You know what? Sometimes, so, that's almost like somebody finding, you dropping money and somebody coming behind you going, you dropped your $1 or whatever the case is. Now, depending on who it is, might you say, oh, you go ahead, it's okay? Might you? Have you ever done that? Nah, I'm good. Like if somebody said, ooh, miss, you dropped something, and you just be like, oh, it's okay. I told y'all that person that tried to play with me, they dropped a good whole $100 in the store. Hottie eyes. Oh, you want to talk about me? And you think I don't understand Spanish? Okay. I like people who think that. People don't understand. Just because of what a person looks like, spandex panties, just because, good morning, Latoya, just because of what a person looks like does not mean that they don't understand what you're saying. Let's stop putting limits on people because of what they look like. A person could look like they speak perfect English and open their mouth and it sound like gibberish. So we can't just look at people and be like, oh, they don't know what I'm talking about. I don't say a lot of stuff that I know. Because it's, why? Why am I letting my secrets out that bag? Yeah. So when I come in, I told you, so thank you for taking this ride. We're going to go, are we going on the left turn or are we going to Albuquerque? I think we're going to go to Albuquerque right quick. So, good morning, Bentley. So, I go into a store. I needed help in the store. I'm walking around to look for things. The person who works in the store and apparently a customer who's there frequently are in this store. You see me walk in, I'm the only other customer. There's nobody else in here. So if I'm looking around and I'm going from aisle to aisle to aisle, good morning, the twins, and you see me, good morning, Kay, why would you not? I need y'all to do me a favor. If I could find just two people to please, I'm trying to hit a goal here. Could you please, when you come in, can you hit those hearts? And one quick question. Could you follow me? Look, follow me. Could you follow me? That's all. Just follow me, please. I thank you. And I do follow for follow too. A lot of people do follow for follow. You follow them and they take their follows back. Yeah. I'm not like that though. Good morning, T. Walter. Good morning, Simbi. So going back, I'm in the store. I walk in. These people talking crap about me and think because I don't look like them that I don't understand what they're saying. I love that too. Good morning. I'm going to also tell you another story about how I went to Mexico and they tried to play me again. And the good thing that the person that I was with at the time didn't look like nothing of theirs, but spoke fluently. Yeah. So let's go back. So now I'm in the store. I'm walking around looking for something. I'm the only other patron in here. You didn't ask me. You didn't address me when I came. Nothing. It was like I didn't even exist. That's okay. I'm fine with that. But as I walk around the store now, guess what I found? A good $100 bill on the ground. The whole good $100 bill on the ground. I picked it right on up. You know what they say? What you going to do? Pick it up? That's what I did. I sure did. And kept my mouth just as closed as they did when I came in that door. Yeah. When you have a store, when you have a business, make sure that your people that's in your store and in your business are addressing and greeting your customers. Yeah, because I think if I had gotten a greeting, I might have had said, good morning, China, black hair kid. Good morning, beautiful. Yeah, had the person had said something, I might have had offered them, thank you for the heart me, I might have had offered them their money back. Or even asked them, did you drop something? Thank you, China Black. It says, you lit me up with roses. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. So, let me ask. Thank you, bestie, for the like. You doing it as usual. So let me ask, would y'all have said something if you came in and the people were talking a different language and talking about you as you come in and thought you wouldn't say, good morning, I like sucking toes, and thought that you didn't understand what they were saying. So they proceeded to talk about you like, anybody knows what the word black is in any language if you black. I'm just being honest. And if it's being used in a derogatory manner, most people know that. We have to stop that too. If you don't like me for who I am. Stop that. Let me look at you. That's crazy to me. That's craziness. You could be the best person. You could be one of those type of people that you give the world to the world, and a person will look at you and because of what you look like decide, be like, oh yeah, no. Stop that. There was a song back in the days, you can't judge a book by its cover. You gotta check it out. Yeah, check it out. Stop thinking that what you see is sometimes not what you get. Because again, y'all do know them representatives. Representative. A representative is always that initial person. Good morning, NASA baby. Good morning, Erica T. Good morning, y'all. Morning. Yeah. Welcome to my morning banter. It's usually a comedic rant. Usually a comedic rant. Yeah. Good morning, Atlanta. As a matter of fact, I'm going there next month. Yeah. Morning, Jose. Yeah. So, I find this $100 on the ground. Like I said, had you been a little nicer, I might have had asked you, and of course I'm going to get ghetto at this point. I might have had asked you, good morning, Kelly, did you drop it? But since you wanted to talk about me and it was functified, then you don't need the money. You paid to talk about me. How about that? Good morning, KD. You paid to talk about me. Good morning, Rosemary. Yeah, that's what you did. And then, like I said, as I'm walking out, the first thing the lady was patting pockets and, oh my God, I lost my money. Have a great day, ladies. And I said, have a great day, ladies. Morning hashtag. Yeah, because what I'm not doing is that with you. Where I'm not going is there with you. Yeah, you already played yourself and thought that you played me. No. I was well compensated for all of the comments that you made. That was my celebrity roast on you. Ha! Good morning. Dawn says, stop judging by a person's looks and find out what they like. Amen. Kim said, and I wouldn't have spent $1 at that establishment. Oh no, I did. I spent about $5, but that $100 bill though stayed in my pocket. I spent $5. My breath was a little tart, and I know that I needed a little mint or something. I went to the next store and spent that $100 though. Yep. Sips coffee. Oh, I spent $1 in your place. I spent $1 because 99 of it is not gonna be here. I spent $1.50 at your place, even 5 because 95 is going someplace else. Yeah, you'll get a little bit, but you're not gonna get. Yep. Good morning, Louis. Good morning, Andy. People are very crazy. I mean, extremely nuts. And I'm not, I can't with y'all. Look, I can't with y'all. We got to learn that it's not a, oh no, we're not doing that. This place, so I just, all I want to do is talk to you guys, and this place be trying to get me to do everything else but talking. Look. I already told you it's a game, and I understand it. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, Nay. Yeah. So, That was the first time that somebody caught me and tried to think that, okay, good morning, Will Herron. Somebody caught me and thought that that wasn't going to work. The next time, like I say, I was in a whole nother country. Good morning, Sweeney. Good morning, Nanya. Nanya, business. Okay, I was like, let me see. Nanya, good morning. So, I was in another country, and once again, the people thought that they was going to stop me at the gate. I told y'all, every time I go someplace where there's some kind of security, I'm always the one lighting up. They going through my stuff now. Good morning, they love. They going through my stuff now. Excuse me. But as they talking, ooh, look at these. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice bag. Look at these shoes. Now, this is what they saying to each other. He's standing there looking at me like, I'm getting ready to have to get him. Get him. Because I need that. Don't let them think that this is a cool thing to do. I didn't do anything. Good morning, Cash. Good morning, Alika. Good morning, Onana. Yeah. So, when they started talking about, oh, this is pretty, and look at these colors, and wonder where she got that from, he proceeded to tell them in their language, you should see her closet. When I tell you the look on their face, the look on their face. Then they looked at each other like, oh, okay. And then said to him, you understand what we're saying? He said, absolutely. From the time we got here and you opened her bag. In their language, he said this, though. Good morning, Pop Star. Good morning, Asu. Good morning, JoJo. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Chocolate. Yeah. So, after he said that, oh, everything was closed back up just as nice and zipped up and everything. Good morning, Robert. Morning, baby. Morning, morning. Yeah. And so, they were like, you have a good day. So had he had not said to them in their language, I know exactly what you're doing, what y'all trying to do, and it's not going to work. Yeah. How crazy is that? Stop looking at people and thinking that you know who they are and what they are. Nobody knows that. Good morning, Muted. Nobody knows that. Unless you know the person. Somebody just walk in and you don't know me from a can of paint. You're going to automatically judge by what I look like, who I am, what I do, what I speak, where I'm from. How do you do that? How about people that are from places that they from don't let nobody know that that's where they from? How you automatically determine that, Cleo? How is it that you knowing all of this? What her name is? Latoya. Ha! Wasn't she a clairvoyant too at one time? I'm sorry about talking about my in-laws. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, NLT. Yeah. Y'all know I love them Jacksons. Yeah. Stop playing with people. Stop thinking that y'all know what people are about and you don't. Because that definitely makes you look very ignorant. And like I say, that person could be rich off you. Because if you were not talking about me, I would have asked you, did you drop your money? And I probably would have gave it back to you. Good morning, Cashville. But since you felt that it was necessary to talk about me in your language and thought that I didn't understand what you were saying, because I don't look like I would understand what you were saying. You get what you get. Nanny, boo-boo. Look, you get it. Good morning, Cash. Morning. That's crazy. And we're adults. Like, when you grown, what's wrong with you? I can understand kids doing foolishness and stupid stuff. But when you grown, why y'all doing that? And I don't understand what's going on with me right now, y'all, because I told y'all, the reason why I was late today is because I was feeling kind of crazy. And right now, I'm feeling crazy again. Yeah, I was late because I'm feeling crazy. I've had a insomniac, I know that's no word, insomniac night, and it's crazy. Good morning, Yo Dog. Good morning, Free Davis. Good morning, y'all. Yeah, this is getting crazy. So, again, don't go places and automatically assume by what people look like that what's the name. I told you, I went into a restaurant one time. They food smelled good. When I lived in Maryland, there was a strip mall right next to me. These Spanish people, their food smelled so good. Unfortunately, I couldn't go in there and order because nobody spoke English. And looking at the menu, I could point and tell you what I want, but there were certain things on there that I needed to know could you tell me what's in this? And they can't explain it because they don't even know what you're talking about. Good morning, Hassan. So, yeah. But when I tell you they food smelled good, shout out to beans and rice. Beans and rice is one of my favorite meals. Unfortunately, fortunately, because I don't eat meat, that's one of the best things to fill it in with, if in case y'all didn't know. Beans. Yeah. It's heavy. Good morning, Gigi. Morning, y'all. It's heavy. That's the whole thing. You want to, when you eat, good morning, Freeway, you need sustenance. Good morning, K5. Good morning, good morning. So just make sure that you, make sure that you guys are, if you don't eat certain things, you could always fill in with other stuff. And it's good stuff. Like I say, rice and beans, it fill me all day. High school antics after you're grown just proves that you never grew up. That's the truth, too. Go ahead, Dawn. Yeah. But I know a lot of people like that. Again, unfortunately, I have my moments, right? Yeah, I know, Chris. I should. Don't do that. Good morning, 100%. Good morning, Red Iron Ranch. Do I have one? There's one around here. There's one across there. I just don't feel like getting it. Look. I feel like drinking this coffee and flashing, but I don't feel like going across the room to go get the water. How crazy is that? That's her. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, the Con. I love these names, yo. Y'all are so creative. Good morning, the Pipe Master. Okay. Yeah, some people are so creative with these names. It is crazy. But yeah, so again, stop thinking that you know people because of what you see. You don't know people. And how about you might even know a person and don't know that that's what they're about. I think a lot of people that know my ex-husband don't even know that he speaks it fluently. Like, he could stand in a room with you and listen to everything that you say and speak it back. Like, he definitely, I'll give him that. Definitely bilingual. And could have probably got a job doing that too because, But absolutely, you wouldn't look at him and say, "Ooh, he know what I'm talking about." Would not. And he'll come back and spit that to you so fast, you'd be like, "Ooh, say word. Did he just?" Yeah, he caught everything you said. Yeah. That's when you be thankful for people. Yeah. Or even like I say, anybody for that matter. How many people did you know en français? Or how many people that you know speak patois? Right? Sec passé. Right? How many people do you know that? But when you look at them, you couldn't say, "Ooh, you didn't know that." Yeah. So again, like she said, stop looking at people and thinking that you know what they are by what they look like. So I'm going to go back. Song of the day is I Remember by Keysha Cole. Y'all know I make up stuff, right? Good morning, Nomad. So good morning, Living a Life. Good morning. I'm going to say respect. I'm going to say, if it's wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, I make songs over. So I didn't know that the name of the song was I Remember. I always thought the name of the song was Where Were You? Where Were You? That's what I thought the name of the song was. Yeah. And of course, my homegirl, Alexa, she straightened me out. Good morning, Babylon, Brooklyn. Love it. Yeah, she definitely straightened me out. We all have our childish things, but you should have grown up conversations, not socially stunted. That's true. That's true. Very true. Some people don't get out of that stage. Good morning, Alex. That was pretty. Yeah. Some people don't get out of that stage. It's crazy when you look at even, like, say, relatives that you have or even siblings. Everybody develops differently. And you could be raised in the same house with the same parents. And your results of who you are as a person could be totally different of my results as a person. How crazy is that? We both learned the same things at the same dang time. Good morning, Nelly. That's crazy. Look at people that grow up in houses and it be a bunch of siblings and one sibling is just the wildest. One. It'd be 10 of them. And only one is wild. And how about these people, again, you don't know what your child is because in front of you, they this angel. Right? And then they go outside and they all kind of mask. anything. That could be M-A-S-K or M-A-S-S, right? Mask or mask, anything. And you don't know because all you see is your little baby. Oh, my baby. That's what you see. Yep, can't keep doing that because these babies is grown. They not babies when they doing adult things. Look, our parents knew when we became adults. I don't know how that works. How do they know? Anyway, we'll talk about that some other time. We'll talk about that some other time. So, again, I'm going to go back. The story of the day is, what would happen if you were at a gas station and you saw a lady pull up? There was already a car there putting gas in it. No occupants or nothing. The person might have ran in to use the bathroom or ran in to pay whatever they ran in to do. They not at their vehicle with this gas pump. Somebody pulls up to the gas pump, take the pump out, look around. Good morning, Zador. Take the pump out their car, put it in their car, and fill up their tank. Good morning, Sabrina, Lori. Good morning, good morning. Now, as they put the gas in their tank, they wait till they full, they top off, and then they put the thing back in the other car that they just got it from. And they pull off. Is that your business? Are you saying something? Who you telling? Are you telling the person? Are you telling the gas station? Are you saying something to, when I say the person who car it is, are you saying something to the person that's pumping the gas that don't belong to them? Are you saying something to the people in the place? Who you talking to? Good morning, Dang. Good morning, Daddy 69. What would you tell? Now, mind you, as you filming the person putting the gas in their car, they turn around and tell you, shh. That mean mind your business. Basically, for the most part. That mean mind your business. And then they get in their car and pull off after they get the gas. They have the gas that they needed. They pull off. They got free gas. Now, what's your job now? What's your next step? Security? You the reporter? You the witness? What is your job as the person that stood there and filmed? God told y'all there's cameras every place. And I know that they got their own cameras at the gas station. And again, I'm going to go back as I know because the gas station is recital town. Yeah. I saw it happen before. There was a group last year, the year before, that used to go to the gas stations. Good morning, Lorenzo. Go to the gas station. Good morning, Arsney. And they would do dance routines in the gas station. This one dude, he would look back because apparently the people done told y'all not to be in there doing that. The people told you that. And y'all, these gas stations down here in the South, I'm going to say with the T. These gas stations down here in the South, even the supermarkets. Do y'all know that these damn security guards is carrying like heavy weaponry? Like they got the big boys on their hips. And I mean long big boys. And some of them stand like this here with the thing right here. And we'll please move from in front of here with that. The group that I watched, they didn't care what the man said. They still dance. And the man was standing there with the thing, dancing with them. Do you understand? Ha! Yo, how crazy. Good morning, Padre Panda. Get a license plate and call the police because money is too tight to be spending on somebody else's gas tank. Okay. Dawn says she calling the cops. Kim said, mind my business. Kim said, no, I'm minding my business. Mind your business. What? I think that my only thing is, good morning, Penta. I'm a 50-50 person with that. Good morning, Cher. Depending on how the person reacts, because let me just tell you, so how about when you try to tell the person, excuse me, good morning, Mama. When you try to tell the person, excuse me, good morning, Shell, to explain what happened, it depends on how that person reacts and whether I would even get involved or not. Good morning, James. Because again, some people are just top flight disgusting. Good morning, Sylvia. A lot of people are just nasty. Like the people that I say I walked into the place and you want to talk about me, but you lost your money. Ha! Yeah. And I'm not going to tell you that you lost your money. Why would I? You just talked about me like a dog. So, Now, depending on how you answer, when I say excuse me, that's whether I'll get involved or not. Good morning, Danielle. That's just me. I'm going to give you what the energy. I like to give energy. I like to match energy. That's what they call matching energy. Yeah. So if I'm, excuse me, and then you, what? Or ignore me like you don't hear. But then again, I don't know you well, so I don't know whether you can hear or not. I found out one of my friends can't hear. One of my cousins, rather, can't hear out her ear. And she said she's been like that from like in her 20s. And I'm like, for real? She said, yeah, so you ever notice that you'll be on this side talking to me and I don't respond? That's because I can't hear. Well, I'll be. So, again, depending on the reaction of the person. Good morning, Henry. I'm just, because a lot of that I can't read. Or Michael Henry. I'll do that. Yeah. How are we doing that? So, like I said, if I say, excuse me, and you got the funky face, you got the I asked for oxtail gravy on my rice face, any of them faces that you try to fix when I'm calling you, you ain't even got to worry about it. Good morning, Andres. Good morning, y'all. Yes, address. Yeah, I'm not gonna say a word, and have a good day. So now when you come back and be like, oh, well, look at this. I'm sorry to hear that. And at that point, I'm not even going to answer any more questions because when I was trying to tell you, you was funky. Good morning, Alexander. I want to say it, but I'm just going to say chipupa. Good morning, Joe Dennis. Yeah, so, yeah. And then, like I say, that person could ask, good morning, cooling water. That person could ask just the way I do. Or the person could ask just like I would have done, rather. Go in there and ask them to roll the tape so you can see what's going on. Again, they might have to wait for the supervisor, the authorities, whoever it is that they got to wait for. But roll tape. Good morning, Anthony. I think that would be your best bet. Because if you are a nasty person, why would you think that somebody's going to help you? Why would you think that? Why would you think that the person that was just calling you to try to help you, that you got fly with, is going to then come back from... I told y'all, the lady that I was trying to help, good morning, Flex, me and my son were trying to help that day, and you looked like... First of all, you looked at us like we were the vilest, good morning, Pinky, foulest thing on this planet. That's how you looked at us. So when you get on the elevator with a toilet paper train, whatever, my son said I shouldn't have said nothing. Good morning, Chavo. But I'm not, again, that embarrassment, the way you looked at me and him, that was for me and him. Why would I allow you to go out in the street and have some other people enjoy your mess? No, I want to be the one to get all the entertainment out of you. Good morning, Pamela. Yeah, I want to be that one to get all the entertainment. So again, don't treat people funky, nasty, and disgusting and think that that's going to be cool. So that again, I'm on another road. I'm in Albuquerque right now. My son and I were on an elevator. We get to the second floor. A young lady gets on the elevator looking us up and down like we funky and we stink. I left that. My son looks at me like, and I look at him like, she gets off the elevator, let's say on 7, we go up to 8. Now our appointment is over, we get on 8, and the boy, it stops on 7, and this girl gets on. Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Smooth. She gets on. Now again, she gets on this time, still with the face and looking at us crazy, but when she gets on and turns around, she got a dragoon tail. Just in case y'all don't know what a dragoon tail is, that's when you go to the bathroom and you drag that toilet paper around your head and you go and put it in there, but it just be flapping in the wind. Yep, dragoon tail. So that's what she had. So she had a dragon tail. And when she got on the elevator and turned around and that paper started whiffing like this here, I was on the floor. Like, I was sick. I was sick. My son was sick too. But he told me, you don't say nothing. I said, no. I'm going to say something. So this is me and him in the elevator behind the lady. Right? So now, and he's like, I said, yeah, he said, he's like, now we sitting there having a whole conversation. Mind you, did I tell y'all that it was a glass elevator? Mirrored, rather. So she could see us behind her. Ha! She saw us behind her going. So I don't know why she didn't see her dragoon tail. But anyway, that's something else altogether different. Yeah. When I tell y'all, I couldn't wait till that thing was bing on the first floor. I couldn't wait till the bing. Couldn't wait till the bing, bing, bing. Couldn't wait. Wait. I got one here. Couldn't wait for the bing. Couldn't wait. Because when I tell you, them doors open. And she thought she was getting ready to come out there on slave to the rhythm. She thought she was on the catwalk. On the catwalk. She thought she was too sexy. Ah! Yeah, I showed her sexy. Because as she walked out, walking with the little funky face. Excuse me, miss. Yes. I said, ooh. You got toilet paper hanging out the back of your pants. And then I turned around and kept walking. The smile. When the Joker had that smile and it seemed like it should have been, he drew his shit from here to here. My shit was like this. I was the fucking Grinch. When that was me. You couldn't tell me that I didn't get it. My son was like, you embarrassed. There's nothing she could say behind that. Don't be funky to people and don't know how funky you are. How about that? Good morning, Fizz. Morning, y'all. Dawn said, with cameras, you can be focused to testify about what you saw. They might ask if you were part of the theft. Woo. There are so many ways that you can be bought into. Yeah, but I ain't bought into what happened. Yeah, that's why, like I said, depending on who you are and what you say. Yeah. And my thing is, if I call you to tell you something that's going on, morning, lovey, morning, sis. If I call you to tell you what's going on, and you decide that you want to be funky, you get nothing. If you're nice about it, I might even send you the video. Good morning, Sin Love Cynthia. I love that. Yeah. I'll tell you. I'll send it to you. Because again, if it was me and somebody was taking gas out of my car, oh yeah, we gonna have a problem. Like I said, I do know that the gas station, they do a lot of recitals there. Again, the people with the heavy artillery be there too. I tell you, I saw that man in the background. He was doing the dance too. He was dancing along with the people. Yeah. Where was they that day? I don't know. To watch somebody else grab the gas out of somebody. I guess their job is on the inside, not the outside. Yeah, you're not holding up the pump. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So, in a case like that, now, like I say, I'm the type of person that, because you could look at the gas tank. If you know that your gas tank, say, gets filled with $40, and I'm just giving that as a very loose example because I don't know. Y'all, my dog was choking. Look, that just took me for a whole loop just now. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me, y'all. He's trying to kill me. Oh, God. Good morning, AJ. Too smooth. Good morning, Yamlet. Good morning, Casp. He's trying to, let me tell y'all something. This co-host is going to, he's going to take me out of here. If nobody, I thought that my older son was going to be the one. This furry kid going to take me out. My furry kids cause me a lot more agita than the human ones, and it's crazy. Can you please, sir? Can you stop and sit down somewhere? Good morning, Dolores. So I did tell y'all, and we discussed the point of the person that's seeing it, but then the person that is happening to, is that not a lesson to learn? Is that not a lesson? Things are different now. People used to be able to leave their house doors open, your car door open, leave stuff in your car. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do those things anymore. Good morning, William. Good morning. Yeah, we cannot do these things anymore. And again, y'all, my name is Sunny Day. Welcome to my morning banter. When y'all come in, could you please tap those hearts for me? I appreciate it. And again, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining my banter. Things have changed. The days of yester or yesteryear is done. A lot of the things that we think, again, there are still people here amongst us that are decent. There are still people that live right and they are righteous. But then you have people that could care less. I told you we live in that yeah and so culture. Everything is yeah and so. Everything. Yeah. I want to ask you, could you tap that heart? You see there's a heart right there at the top. Could you tap that heart for me? Good morning, Trip Mom. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. We want to bring back a lot of the things from yesteryear, but this is not yesteryear time. The trust factor, the times, as far as times being hard. Good morning, Petty. As far as times being hard. Good morning, John. They are. And a lot of people don't have the same. Good morning, Myra. A lot of people don't have the same mindset as they did before. Again, before everything was community and togetherness and camaraderie and how can we help each other. Now everybody's for self. Good morning, Good morning, Bobby. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, morning. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Good morning, she wolves. Yeah. Good morning, Heavy. Yeah. So not saying that we taking it to back in the days, but we have to learn that there are still some things that we can have today. And how can I explain it? Still get you in that feel. Good morning, Favor. Still get you in that feel of there is hope, right? And to me, that there is hope is that person that was filming was initially going to say something. The person that was filming was originally going to say something. And then the person told them, basically, mind your business. This ain't none of your business. Mind your business. Good morning. Good morning, the greatest. Now, how about if that could have been a setup? The person knew the person that they were, you know what I mean? Sometimes that happens. How many times have you been in a store and then your parent comes in, or your friends come in, or somebody that you know come in? How many times have you gone to, again, the gas station and you see your friend's car sitting right there? You understand what I'm saying? So it could be a case that they might have known the person and let me just go ahead and shh, and I'm not going to say nothing. The only problem with that, once again, good morning, OG, is when they roll tape, is that not considered theft? And might you be going down? Especially if they call the authorities. Person probably ain't even going to ask who did it or why. They just want to go ahead and call the authorities first. Good morning, Shop. Good morning, now. Oh, dog. Hold on. Now, Chris, I know you're going to yell at me. How can she get up and go get water for the co-host and didn't get water for herself? Yeah. Cheers. Agua. Cheers. I know. How she went to get water for the dog and she was in here panting and carrying on and didn't get it for herself. Good morning, Lewis. Don't do it. I knew it. That's why I was like, yeah, Jesus, please. Y'all know she's simple. Y'all already know it. Oh, and now he coming with puppy love. Now he ain't dry no more. He want puppy love. He did the first one, though. Oh, no, he said mind your business. He just told me to mind my business. He looked at me like, no, I'm going the opposite direction. That's what he said. So, again, it could be that the people know each other. And like I say, if you seen your sister, oh, morning, TT. You seen your sister or you saw your brother or you saw your uncle car at the place and you decide that that's what you're going to do. Take the nozzle out their car, put it in your car, fill your car up, and then put it back in their car and drive off. Good morning, Tori. My dad, I think if I was, he would probably cuss though. He would use a lot of words. Look at me. He would use a lot of words. He'd probably be, well, why didn't you say something? I'd have did it for you. You know what I mean? Probably you would have used it. Good morning, idiot. Yeah, that's funny. Idiot Magoo. I like that. Magoo. Cute. Yeah. I can hear my father now. Like, you just, what's wrong with you? And you could have asked me. I keep telling you about them big buttons from Kmart. Ask me. That was someplace that Kmart was a run for everybody money. It was. Kmart is Walmart and Target and all of them put together at a cheaper price. There's that show, What Would You Do, where the stage scenarios to see what people would do. Yes, that's also. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't know if we still in Albuquerque. So I'm going to be honest with you, Beezus. Those same people, because Chris Hansen is one of the people from that What Would You Do? Sort of, it's him and a Spanish guy. Chris Hansen caught my ass. Good morning, crazy redneck. Yeah, Chris Hansen caught my ass. He said, you put your life on the line to shop? Are you really? And the look on his face was almost like, and you grown. Good morning, Alice. Yeah, the way he looked at me was like, you put your life on the line for shopping? And I was like, yeah, it's your pocketbooks and they designer bags and this is a nice area. And he said, so you would have got accosted. They could have did anything to you, and because it's a pocketbook. Like in his mind, he was just like, I'm just trying to get this straight. Good morning, Essence. I'm trying to figure this out. I will tell you at that point, anybody you got to sell something, I'm going into the store. When people walked up on me after that, I'm being honest. Anybody walk up on me after that, I didn't buy nothing from nobody in the street. Oh, we got this over here. After that, didn't. But like I told y'all, that right there, Chris Hansen taught me the lesson. Good morning, Chosen. Because I told y'all a couple of years later, I almost got snatched out the parking lot of my job. And it was the same thing. Come here. We need you to come look at this. And I was like, look at what? He was like, jewelry. We got jewelry. I said, I don't need no jewelry, sir. I can't even afford to think right now. And he was like, that's all right. You don't have to buy nothing. You're going to come over here and look. You are going to come over here and look because you're going to see this. And I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, yes, you are. And he comes running towards me. I'm like, wow. Okay. One of my good morning, Biggin. One of my co-workers came. Good morning, Sugar. And my coworker came and he stopped and he was like, what's the matter? And he was like, I could tell by the look on your face something is wrong. And I was explaining to him what happened. He was like, what? He looked at the dude. The dude's still coming though. And then when he looked at the dude turned around the opposite way. He said, I'm going to sit right here until you walk back to the front of the building. I got close enough to the front of the building where he thought, let me just go ahead. And as he drives off, the guy comes for me again, coming for me again. Good morning, Ramon. But there was a guy that was sitting outside. He was a delivery guy that was sitting outside the place, and he looked up when I stepped onto the sidewalk. He looked up like almost like he was talking to me or I was talking to him, but he was on the phone. And when he looked up and he started talking, and he looked over, just looking. The guy noticed, and the guy turned around. When I turned around, the guy turned around and ran, got into his car. Scary part, when he got into his car and he pulls off, the white van pulled off right behind him. So be careful. That's not a game. Like, they really out here trying to take people. I was on the phone. You didn't even care that I was on the phone. That's how wild people are. Y'all be careful out here in these streets. And again, I tell people, you make sure that your wives, your girlfriends, your daughters, the side chick, whoever it is safe during the nighttime. No, y'all, it's the daytime too. Good morning, Distingy. Good morning, Greg. It's the daytime too. I don't think that they care. Yeah. And like I say, to tell you I was on the phone and you didn't even care, that's the crazy part. I knew that the man was weird looking because when he was in my store, I kept saying, who's wearing those kind of clothes now? And a dangling cross earring in 2000 something? Are you definitely out of place? A dangling cross earring. Sir, they wasn't doing that since the 80s. Yeah. Good morning, Aiden. Yeah. So when I tell you guys, y'all just be careful out there. That's all. Be careful out there. Period. Daytime, nighttime, afternoon, in the morning, in the evening, all the time. Good morning, Hopeful. Hazel. I say good morning, Hopeful. Good morning, Hazel. The glasses ain't working today because I put a whole bunch of extra on there. Yeah. Don't let, and a lot of the times when the people are offering stuff, they selling stuff. Oh, come to the car. Now, there is a place here that there are a man and a lady that they stand outside of a. Now, you tell me how wild you are. Now, you tell me how wild you are. You stand outside. She says, since Beach Street. Okay, Beach Street, the king of the beach. Ha! You stupid, Kim. I can't. Now, how wild are you to stand in front of a store that sells the same stuff that you sell out your trunk? Now, that's somebody that's wild, right? So, of course, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you because I know you got some shit with you if you selling beauty supply shit standing outside the beauty supply store. Good morning, Life of Roz. Good morning, Minty. Good morning, Garita. Good morning, R. Yeah. How about that? I know you wild, so I'm going to come to you. And you sitting out there all the time. This dude sell perfume. He sell lashes. He sell pocketbooks. And all of that, and stand right outside the beauty supply store that sells all of that. Good morning, Custom Cadillac. Yeah. So him, you here all the time. So I'll go to you. Perfume? Yeah, I'll try and see what I could do. Because you're not going nowhere. There's a lady that does it too. But she says she comes from the island over here. Bahamas. Look at me. What's the island over there? Bahamas. And she comes here frequently to buy her stocks and go back. Yeah, I did tell my bestie the other day, good morning, y'all. Good morning, Valentina. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Angela. So let me tell you what she did to me. So the other day I called myself, I'm going to buy me some more perfume. Not that I need it. Good morning, Spanish Fly Mommy. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and buy this perfume from this lady. God dog it. What in the world? I go buy the perfume. She tell me, yes, you look on TikTok and look on this place and you gonna find, and I got it all, and Valentino and all of that. Let me just let y'all know that I bought these perfumes from the lady. She said they was 3 for 20. I'm gonna go with 3 for 20. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy them because you buying them $20 each online. I don't care where you looking, right? I want y'all to know I bought this. Smells good. I come home, I got my little display, y'all. I want to do a picture of that because I know a lot of people do perfumes. I got perfumes, and then I got the little sprays from the Bath and Body joint. I got a whole, like I could have a store. And it's ridiculous because you can only spray one at a time. But love it when they have that peppermint or black soap. Yes, yeah. But she tells me this is the good stuff. And good morning, Diane. Yeah. So I come home. I'm like, okay, yes, this is the bottle. I'm putting it on my little display. I got a display. Then I went to another beauty supply store and I saw that they have the little air fresheners. And the air fresheners that they have are in the sense of designer perfumes. Holy graciousness. I need to start getting those too. They got Versace's. They got Versace's. They got Gucci, the Loren, the Valentino. Good morning, Patty Dukes. I mean, you name it, they got it. And they got the bright crystal and the pink. Like they got the flavors, everything. I'm gonna get one of them. I'm just right. Then when I look real good at the one that's shaped like the bottle that I got, that the lady told me is the real thing, baby. I looked and noticed there was only one word on that bottle. Did she put quarters in me? Did she put quarters? Good morning, Noel. Did she put quarters? And the answer is yes. She definitely played me. Why? Because my shit say Valentine Milano, not Valentino. Did she play me? Good morning. When I tell y'all, I said, but it been 3 weeks later, she got me. No. She got me. It smells good, but she got me. And it's not, and it doesn't last that long. So I don't know if everything is made by the same people. How come things are kind of like iffy? Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Charlie. But then it could be that the knockoffs are not made. When I say knockoff performs, I know that the bags are made in the same. Yeah, that daggone Kim said, got him. You think she didn't? Yeah, got him for real. Because you couldn't tell me I wasn't buying Valentino. Fast at. They work. I don't even know if I had the CMs on and the cutesies. But either way, you can still see that there's two words, whether it's the CMs or the cutesies that you're using. Good morning, Shamika. Good morning. Yeah, you could tell. I didn't use. Yeah, I wasn't using the God Givens, the cutesies, or the CMs apparently to notice when I got home a few weeks later that there's two words on my bottle and there's one word on the bottle. So now what you have to do too when you buy cheap perfumes and cheap stuff like that. Good morning, No. Good morning, Lot. Oils. Oil and butters. So like shea butter, cocoa butter. Shea butter, cocoa butter. Those are the butters. Put some perfume in there. Good morning, Chill. Put the perfume or put the and you that lets the scent last a little longer. The oil. Yes, she said, oh yes, I love perfume oil. Anytime that you have any type, and you can use, and I'm gonna give this, and I shouldn't say it. Look, I shouldn't say it because I be telling everybody secrets, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all because we together. She said that's the Five Below joint. Okay, is it? Shut up! You gonna shut up. You better not tell me I bought no damn Five Below. Pinky, can you please? Because now you're going to have me out here looking for this lady and try to get my money back. I don't care that I done bought it 3 months ago now. I don't care. Good morning, Jessica. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm not going back. But I'm going to tell you this. Noel, let me tell y'all what you can do. This is for everybody. Y'all get them vitamin E's. You could do baby oil. You can do, it's vitamin E, baby oil. There's another one. Y'all get those oils and y'all put the scent in it. Spray it. Spray it in it. If you have a bottle that you have that you're able to open and pour it in there, just pour it in there. Of course, you are aware that then that particular one would just be yeah, no, really. That particular one would just be for that scent. But that's the best way to do it. And you could scent those, I'm pointing like y'all can see it. You could scent the, yeah, the shea butter, the cocoa butter, any of those little things, you could scent those. No, Bernadette, stop that. She said, that's them Five Below joints. Shut up. You ain't even, look, y'all know I love a good flea market. You ain't even say flea market. I would have took flea market over Five Below. If you like tart, sweet scents, I recommend the scent Love Apple. Ooh. Do you know who, oh, wait, let me write that down. I love, Apple is one of the best scents ever. If you could get, and if it's like that, ooh, that, the apple. Country Apple by Bath and Body. Country Apple. Good morning, Mercedes girl. Good morning, Trish. Yeah, that Country Apple by I don't even know if that's a signature scent or old scent, because you know a lot of Bath and Bodies, they come in and go out. One Bath and Body scent that I stated that every time that I wore it, it always brought me bad luck, which is the craziest thing ever. And I gave the scent away. How I go to the nail salon and the lady did it the other day, and I'm trying to think what happened right after that. But anyway, 1,000 Wishes. I can't do that. Smell okay. Smells really nice. But anytime that I put that 1,000 Wishes on, something always happened. That was not good. So Yeah, that's just my personal story about certain things. Yes, it's only $10, but it's amazing quality, and it's an oil and a spray. Where you get it from? From where? Them Dollar Generals, Dollar Tree. So I like the dollars. Tree, General, Family. Them ones right there are the joint. When I was in New York, it was Family. When I was in Maryland, it was Tree. Now I'm here in Florida, it's the dollar. And when I tell you I don't and I make sure that I found all three here. The Tree I went into for the first time here last week, I think it was, and I was in awe. And I made sure that I found 2 or 3 of them because, again, I've been here 5 years and I've never went into one until the other day. You could get it on Amazon or the Arab. Beauty supply. Now, let me tell y'all about them Arab beauty supply stores. They be having everything. Look, they be having everything. And they got a lot of those oils and musks and stuff that you could definitely take and put into these little bottles. So I would suggest, too, you could go to the Arab stores and get the oil, or go to the dollars, the generals, the dollar stores, get the oil, just the regular oil, and then go to Ak and get the Good Morning Worthy and get the listen all day, and you'll be greased up, good elbows, and you'll be smelling nice. I can't believe the pear's always my favorite. Pear to me, pear is very good, but it fade fast. I like pear, but it fades fast. Apple, it seemed like it lasts a little longer. Peach, I used to do too. But peach is 50-50. But I'm going to pear and apple together smell good too. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Sweets. Yeah. So, y'all, we was in Albuquerque. I'm gonna come back right quick. So, going back, we are going to just make sure that y'all get your list together, because there's always something that y'all learn when you come. We always got some enlightening rays, right? And today's enlightenment, like I say, it's not yesteryear. And we have to understand that everybody does not live like yesteryear. There are people who are modern day, and a lot of those people live in the year and so. So again, I could do something to you and there's repercussions, yeah, and so. I don't want us to live like that. I just want us to know that the world is like that. I want us to know that we have to be safe. So there are things that we have to do to make sure that we keep ourselves safe. 1, watching our surroundings. Always watch your surroundings. Let me tell you something. I can't think of any place that I know that somebody would actually be, and you let that thing just pump itself, and you going, and you're not even in eye shot. To me, are one of those type of people. I guess being a native New Yorker, that's something that you would expect, that somebody would come and what's the name? How about before they wasn't even doing that? They come take a pump out your car and put it in the gas tank, in the gas can, and fill up the gas can and be out. Good morning, Destiny. So that's what I'm saying. As far as that's concerned, there are a lot of times that things happen that we would be like, oh snaps, I never even thought. Yeah. You didn't think. That's why I was saying the person did not think that somebody was going to come and take the hose, the nozzle out their car and put it in. Wow, I didn't know people do. What? Yeah. Yep. That was today's story. Yeah. The lady walked in. She took the nozzle out of the car that was pumping gas. She looked around. Nobody was there. She filled her car up. Person was filming. And as they filming, she's telling them, shh, basically mind your business. Okay. Then she finished filling up her car, puts the gas thing back in that car that was filling up when she pulled in, and she pulls off. My question to y'all is, what y'all doing? Are you telling? Are you taking pictures? The person is already filming, so you got it. Now, when you tell the person, depending on how they respond, like, again, you know when you're talking to a person, I don't care, day, night, afternoon, when you say, good morning, or hey, and the person get whatever that reaction you get, that's whether I'm gonna tell you or not. Good morning, Emma. That's whether I'm gonna tell you or not what just happened. That's just me. Don't think that you getting ready to get cute and I'm getting ready to tell you somebody did something to you. I might, but I'm not going to give you nothing else. But, ooh, you might need to go check those cameras. You might need to go back inside and check the cameras. That's what I would say. I'm a Chicago native. We live by that mind your business rules. And it's sad, though. It is. Because community, all of that, out the window. Each one teach one, out the window. Yeah, and that's crazy. Neighbor, love thy neighbor. There be people loving neighbors, but it be different kind of love. Ha! It be real different kinds of love. Yeah. So just watch. Just like I say, I'm not telling you guys not to get involved, right? Because our job, we definitely not investigators, officers, inspectors. We none of that. But if I was to see something like that going on, I would make a gesture to the person that's doing it. Once they tell me mind my business, of course, I'm going to still be filming and carrying on if that's what I feel like doing. And then, like I said, I will approach the other person and say, excuse me. And depending on how they give it to me is how I give it back. Because again, I'm not going to give you something. If I'm giving you something that's a gem, or I'm trying to help you out and you just giving me your funk, oh yeah, then you need to find it elsewhere, being honest. So instead of you getting stinking funky with me, do you want to get funky with me? Do you want to I'm gonna go, oh yeah, you might want to go and ask them to roll tape. Good morning, Feezy. That would be me. Ooh, you might want to go inside and ask them to roll tape. Yeah. Good morning, Bridget. What happened? You'll see when you go to your thing. And I don't have to stay and be a witness. I don't have to stay and do anything because they got tape. I told y'all when I worked in that good supermarket, that was one of the first things that I like. As soon as they say, oh, well, you did this or you did that. Oh, roll tape. Roll tape. Where's security? Roll tape. Don't let, no, I don't care what, ladies, gentlemen, raise. I'm going to say this to you. And this is one of the things that I instill because I tell my kids this too. Roll tape. Roll tape. Again, I'll wait for supervisor, manager, inspector, officer, front office, back office, human resources, the janitor. I don't care who it is. I'm waiting for whoever you need to have here. Morning, Lolo. I'm waiting for whoever it is that you need to have here so we can run this tape back so I can see what happened. I'll wait. Yeah. And if it's something that's going to cost me additional money, like I can't go to work because I got to wait, or I'm making sure I'm prosecuting to the fullest extent of the law. Good morning, Tampering. Yeah. Because how dare you? Yeah. So when y'all out there doing crazy stuff, just remember that there's people that's out there crazier than you. Good morning, Big Maddie. Because I think that that's nuts. Again, like I say, they could be that they know each other, and maybe that's why. But either way, that's a good way to think and live. Yeah, we listen. Community used to be so, like, that was a flex. When you could say my neighbor or my block. Who's saying that nowadays? That good Pinky said, we ain't FBI, CIA, DEA. We ain't none of that. Okay, in my Craig voice. Right. That wasn't the job I was going for at all. And I was saying that to y'all a long time ago. This is a story for another day. And y'all, we've been in Albuquerque for, I guess, the last 20 minutes. But anytime that you have to change your profession, and not really, I'm just saying that to say, not literally, but sarcastically, figuratively, when you have to change your profession to be different, to figure out what's going on, that's not the situation for you to be in. Get the footage, Mr. Washington. What? He said, what's that? Stealing. Let me run that back so you can see. What is that? Stealing. Yeah. That was another movie too. Shout out to my older son. Because there were some movies I wouldn't even watch. And the crazy thing, so real justice, a lot of the times us citizens have to play those roles. Yeah. And that's nuts. Why am I doing your job? Me and my friends, we the Keystone Coppers. Because we'll be running around doing all kind of foolishness. Good morning, B-Bear. Good morning, Anna. Yeah, we the Keystone Coppers. We doing everything else. And then we'll come back to the point. Yeah. Because that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. That's not my job. That's not my life. My life. That's not my life. So again, are y'all going to ask the people? Oh, I got to write him down here. Are y'all going to ask the people to help you out, to tell you what just happened? Or are you just going to... Or you going to help the people out and tell them what just happened? Or you just going to let it rock? Like I said, I'm going to try to help. If I do see somebody doing something foul, I try. Of course, too, it also depends on how nasty that person. Okay, she said I'm Kim. Kim said I'm Kimming it. I'm Kimming it. I know that's right. She said, nope, that's none of my business. It's none of my business. When I worked as a cashier in the high school, the manager tried to tell me I took... Okay, I don't know how much. The dollar bill... that the four corners had been cut and made a $20 bill on him. What? I told him, not in my drawer, because I lined up my money. Everything was in order. Yeah, they'll try to catch you too. But as long as you, I tell you, stores, any type of store had cameras from the day of the flood. Good morning, Yoslin. Good morning, Lugman. Sometimes they'll say that the outside cameras don't work. Morning, right round the clock. Morning, Curtis. They say that the outside cameras don't work, but trust me, them inside cameras, on top that cash register, on top that customer service, trust me, that work. Don't never think that they don't work. That's a direct line to you being foolish. No, I'm serious. Good morning, y'all. I don't think I would help because, just because how crazy people get. Yeah, this is true. So I'm going to tell y'all this. I was trying to, when I was on my job and they wanted me to be a supervisor. Y'all already know how I am about being the supervisor. I'll be the supervisor as long as I can be what I am as well. I'll do both. I'm not just going to supervisor because I enjoy my job. Good morning, Akbar. My dream job is a cashier in a supermarket. Care less what anybody else feels about that. And that's one thing. I'll be concerned about what people say about certain things, but that being my dream job, people say stuff that don't bother me. It doesn't. But anyway, that was my dream job. The back office of cashiering is one of those things that you'd be like, ooh, it's interesting back there, but not really something that you want to get involved in unless you want to be, again, a supervisor. Yeah, when they made me the back person and the front person, there was somebody else that was doing the same things that I was doing. God bless her. Unfortunately, she's not here, so I could tell her story. Yeah. And so she was borrowing without asking. But the camera right there. Right there. If the camera right here, I see everything that you're doing. Good morning, too. Good morning, Ed. So, they caught her a couple of times. Yeah. And oh, I didn't know. And oh, I didn't do so and so and so. So what they do is they'll show you an angle from a different camera that's still facing the cash register. And that's what they did. They showed about 3 different angles of her putting that. And she was real crafty with it. Real crafty with it. Glad that I wasn't on duty, though. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, officer. Yeah. And the reason why I'm glad that I wasn't on duty is because if you're supposed to be cool with me and we supposed to be friends, I don't want to be, yeah. You leave that to somebody else. Sometimes the people think that since they're your friend that you're not going to tell. No, I prefer somebody else do it. Especially when you're doing wrong, because that could come back at me. That could come back at me as the supervisor. If I'm counting your drawer, you say that your stuff is right, and now it comes up short. My job. Yeah, you can't risk your job for somebody else. I'm telling you. Yeah, won't be doing that ever. Ever. I got habits. I like to shop. I like to shop. Did I just tell you about all of the perfumes and scents that I got in here? You only got one body. You only wearing one a day. Morning, Lizzie. A drawer, 2 drawers, and shelves full. Yeah, I got a problem. So my shopaholic needs my dollars. Good morning, Sabrina. So yeah, I can't do that. That damn Dawn said I know the difference between Washington and Jackson. Okay, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Bernadette said they ain't got me on tape stealing boxes. Okay, on your day off. He said kind of look like you. Ha! Say kind of look like you. Yeah. So again, y'all just make sure that when you are outside in the public, good morning, Jarnish, and you see things going on, put it in a different perspective. If it was me, would I want somebody to tell me what's going on? Also think of it as if you approach it in a different way, because sometimes people, you know, the beautiful people are used to people hollering at them and saying stuff to them all day. So that might, good morning, Find Even, that might be the reason why they might not respond to you saying, excuse me, hello, good morning, or whatever it is that you're saying. Good morning, Juan. But just let them know, I'm not trying to talk to you or nothing. I just wanted to let you know. Just wanted you to know that my first boss was trying to be sneaky with money and hid stuff, and she used me as an excuse because of it. It was my first job. What? I have a girlfriend that was telling me they tried to take her down. They tried to take her job and tried to take her out. Just so happened that she was able to move to another office. Good morning, Ree. She was able to move to another office. When she moved to that other office, again, now they accused her of taking a bag of money. Bag, you looking like a fresh bag of money. Yeah, they took a bag of money. When they finally closed that store, because they had to do an investigation, they couldn't prove she took it. They didn't know who took it. What's the name? When they finally closed the office, closed everything. Good morning, Lily, and looked at it. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Nancy. They found the bag of money thrown behind the lockers that were in the building. I don't know if the person thought that they was going to go back and get it later, if they thought they was going to be able to get it from underneath, but whatever the case was, they tried to trap up my friend and just, yeah. And then 2 years later, the same lady got fired because they did find that it was her that was stealing, and found that it was her from other previous jobs, that job that the money was going behind, and then the current assignment that she was on. How crazy is that? Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Good morning, Sad. Yeah. Y'all watch out for yourselves, because even the people that are put in positions that are supposed to be looking out for you, they're not. I told you this is the year, and so this is about me. And me, and me, and me. Tamar said it best. It's about me. Good morning, Put Two. Yeah. So, I definitely appreciate you guys listening to me or joining my morning banter today. That's beyond crazy. Everyone got self-interest in mind. Yep, it's blinding. It is. And it becomes crazy because, again, everybody is me, me, me. And that's why I told you community was never me. Neighborhood was never me. Neighbor was never me. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just crazy. You know what I mean? Nah, that's yeah, I don't do that. My block, even people, good morning, Margaret, good morning, Moreno. I have people that I grew up with on the block and we still call each other neighbor. And we all in different states and everything. We still call each other neighbor. That's how we address each other. Neighbor. That's when, again, something happened to one of my children and my child was in another state, and I was able to call one of my neighbors from the state that we grew up in, that was in the state that my child was in, to find my child. That's community. That's neighbor. That's love. That's all of those things that we used to be back in the days when you think about what family was. And family always doesn't have to be your blood. Right, that's what we need. Family is not just your blood. There's a lot of y'all that I say are my family. You're here every day. We are family. Sorry about my Tyrones. Look, sorry about my Tyrones. I was supposed to be fixing that earlier. Yeah. Sorry. But y'all, so again, I want y'all to enjoy the rest of the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Mañana. Te amo. Mañana. I'll be here tomorrow. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, Lakatif. Good morning, Isel. Good morning, y'all. Everyone turned into WIFM radio. What's in it for me? Okay, she said, what's it? Thank you. Yay. 15,000. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Appreciate you. Good morning, Mary. Yeah, it's that society. That's us. That it's about me and me. It's crazy. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. You enjoy the rest of your day too. Have an amazing rest of the day. Good morning, T4. And yes, please come back. So again, Rays, I'm out of here. I, again, definitely appreciate you. Dawn said, have a great day, Rays. I definitely appreciate you. Like I say, you could be any place else, but you decide to spend time with me, and I absolutely appreciate that and love you guys. As they say now, they say love you down. Corny love. You see the corns? You see that corny cake? Corny love. Hope y'all can't see nothing else. Okay, yeah. Corny love. So, I tell you, the clouds block the sun, but they don't catch them rays all the time. Them rays always come through and shine through, and that's y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate y'all shining through on a daily basis. Good morning, C. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want you to have a happy, healthy, safe Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Remember, I told you number 2, second day of the week. So y'all make sure that you make this day a great day. Every day is a great day because you woke up. Every day is a great day because you woke up. I'm not going to tell you nothing else. You got breath in your body. Every day is a great day because you woke up. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, gentlemen. And again, if you, my stomach said, girl, it's breakfast time. Oh, me and my sister make over a lot of songs. And one of the songs that I made from the time that I was younger, and I'm sure that everybody else made this song too, and it was called Hungry. Hungry for some grub. Hungry. Burp, 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 burp. My stomach burp, 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 burp. Yeah, I'm hungry for some grub. So I love you guys. I'll definitely talk to you tomorrow. Like I said, morning sun time or song time, morning song time is 7:30 to 8:30. But if I run a little late, it'll be that hour or however when we finish. But it's supposed to be 7:30 to 8:30 Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays is yeah, Saturdays and Sundays is 8 to 9 or 8:15 to 9:15. So we getting that together. Like I told you, anytime that I even put up a post, just put ish behind it. So if I say 7:30 ish, she'll be here by 35, 36, 37. Puppy love. Love you guys, and I'll definitely talk to you tomorrow. And thank you again for joining my morning banter.